If you haven't stayed up 3 nights being anxious about AI, if you haven't had an existential crisis about it, you probably haven't really experienced AI. It is a weird thing. What's it mean to be a human? What's it mean to think? What will I do for a living? What will my kids do? What does it mean that it's better than me at some of this stuff? Is this real or is it an illusion? Nobody actually knows where AI is heading right now and how good it's going to get. But we shouldn't feel like we don't have control over how AI is used. As managers and leaders, you get to make these choices about how to deploy these systems to increase human flourishing. As individuals, we get to decide how to be the human who uses these systems well. AI is here to stay. That is something that you get to make a decision about how you want to handle and to learn to work with and learn to thrive with rather than to just be scared of. I'm Ethan Mollick, a professor at the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, where I study innovation, entrepreneurship, and artificial intelligence. I'm the author of the book, Co-Intelligence, Living and Working with AI. Artificial intelligence is about prediction. Basically, AI is a very fancy autocomplete. For a long time, that was about numerical prediction and doing sort of complex algorithms of math so that Netflix could recommend a show for you to watch, Amazon could figure out where to site its next warehouse, or Tesla could figure out how to use data to make sure its cars were driving automatically. The thing that these systems were bad at predicting was the next word in a sentence. So if your sentence ended with the word filed, it didn't know whether you were filing your taxes or filing your nails. What happened that was different was the innovation of the large language model. In 2017, a breakthrough paper called Attention is All You Need outlined a new kind of AI called the Transformer with Attention mechanism that basically let the AI pay attention to not just the final word in the sentence, but the entire context of the sentence, the paragraph, the page, and so on. Large language models work by taking huge amounts of information, like all the data on the internet. There's a lot of Harry Potter fan fiction, for example, because that's what the internet contains. And based on all of this data, the AI goes through a process called pre-training. And this is that really expensive part that only a few companies in the world can do. And during that time, the AI learns the relationships between words or parts of words called tokens. So it learns that kiwi and strawberry are closely related, but that hawk and potato are not closely related. It learns across thousands of dimensions in a multi-dimensional space we can't understand. That lets it do predictions. But it turns out, unexpectedly, when large language models get big enough, they also do all kinds of other things we didn't expect. We didn't expect them to be good at medicine, but they were actually quite good and beat doctors under many circumstances. We didn't expect them to be good at creativity, but they can generate ideas better than most humans can. And so they're general purpose models. They do many different things.